Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Love Mornings. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Love Mornings is a daily practice, a daily gathering, a daily live broadcast, and one where I ask you to say hello, to let yourself be known, leave a comment. Even if you watch this recording, you're hearing this later, leave a comment so that we know that you are here and feel your presence and know that you are part of this collective experience of community and tribe, that we are fellow love ambassadors. And some days, the need for that awareness, the need to know that we are not alone and that there are beautiful, open-hearted, like-minded people out there, sometimes it is so important to know that, so important to be that, so important not to become overwhelmed by the darkness out there. I believe this is one of those mornings. This is one of those days when it would be easy to say, how could we possibly have a love morning? How could we not? There is so much to be grateful for. There is so much love. There is and always is darkness. There is and always is cruelty. There is and always is injustice. And the reminder that we are not alone, I believe, is what helps us to stay strong, to stay vigilant, to stay upright, to get up, to keep our hearts open, to keep finding ways to push the dial towards kindness and compassion. And nothing wrong with staying down for a little bit, as long as you need. Nothing wrong with mourning and grieving and yelling. And nothing wrong with finding gratitude and celebrating and dancing. It is how we honor the human experience, is by making sure we stay aware of what is worth celebrating, what is worth fighting for, what our potential is, so that we can keep heading towards it. And we can be the examples. We can be the ones that do our best to shine our light and celebrate others shining their lights. So good morning. Good morning to you, Mingle. Good morning. I love you. Good morning to you, Jennifer. I love you. Good morning, Michael. Love you. And Aaron, good morning. Aaron, grateful for his amazing trip to New York. Yay, it was so wonderful to see pictures and know that you're having an adventure. So grateful for you, Aaron. So happy to hear that you had a good trip. I love you. And good morning. Good morning, Tommy. Tommy's grateful he's alive this morning. Good morning, Tom. I love you. And good morning, Emily. Feeling your heart ninja-ness. Sending you love. And good morning, Bill. I love you. And good morning, Sherry. Sherry. Oh, I love you, Sherry. And I know the people that tend to come here, the people that tend to be attracted to the same lights and vibrations and hearts that I am attracted to. Some of us have raw hearts. Some of us feel very close to the surface. Some of us feel pain very deeply. And so I am not planning or prepared to rail against the pain in the world or policies or why at this moment in this broadcast. My focus is trying to stay with the concept of love mornings, of gratitude, to stay in the place of what helps me to keep going is that knowledge of the potential victories in tiny things. That we do have the ability to focus in different places. And I'm not saying we pretend like a disaster or something horrible didn't happen, but also acknowledge that wonderful things happen too. The world is filled with crap and cone. And it is through finding strength through the cone that we have the energy to continue to work to minimize the crap. And getting, at least in the way I am wired, to dive neck deep into crap does not leave me with much energy, with much passion, with much hope. And I think you need hope. And there's many, many reasons to be hopeful. There's many reasons to know that we can make the differences in the world in tiny ways and large ways. So thank you for being a part of this Love Morning. Thank you for seeking light. Thank you for being light. Thank you for knowing that there's a lot of beauty and light and love. Good morning to you. Good morning, Erica. Enjoy light in a bottle. I certainly have had many thoughts of, should I go? If someone would have said, hey, here's the plan. Come join us. We'll make it easy. I probably would have gone to LIB, but I just didn't put a plan together. And I went once by myself and had a tough time. So I'm going to Hawaii tomorrow. Whee! I think that's exactly what this body and this mind needs. A little off the grid time. Good morning, Suzanne. Hello to you in Omaha. And good morning, Rosh. Love you. And good morning, Amy. Good luck with all that you have to do for your mother's home. And good to hear some gratitude that you've found. Gratitude for a dear friend that came to help you. Good morning, Charles. Much love to you on this Wednesday. And love to you, Jackie in Spartansburg. Aaron sharing the Leonard Cohen quote, there's a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in. Whoever said that. I've heard that quote too. I don't know who that is by, but Michael is grateful for the family and the support they show me every day as I struggle with your demons. Beautiful. The darkness of the world cannot dim that shine for me. Yes. Tara says, heart going out to our nation. Yes. Good morning, Izzy. Hello to you in Barcelona. Sending you love. And hello, Casey. Much love to you. And Tracy, which rhymes with Casey. It's almost like this rap is forcing me to start rhyming. Good morning, Tracy. And good morning, Faith in the bookstore. Love that. Good morning, Ben. Having grateful for watermelon. Man, that is my favorite. I can kill. Oh, excuse me, I won't say it that way. I can eat so much watermelon. I have to be careful because I will eat and eat and eat and eat until I'm just so bloated. But I just love it. I love the texture. I like eating it with a knife and fork and salt. Oh, something about the texture of a piece of watermelon. I'm grateful for, we'll do a hug in a moment. I'm grateful for dinner with my parents and my brother, sister-in-law, and my nephews. My parents took our family to a very nice restaurant last night, a very nice steakhouse, and where they have all this fancy, funky foods, and like they come around the table with a rack of knives, all different types of steak knives, and you pick the knife that you want to use to eat your steak, and funky drinks, and one of the appetizers was white chocolate dipped radishes. One was a corn brulee. What were the other things? There was sausage wrapped dates. I shared an epic, was it a 28-ounce steak? Shared it with my nephew. So I'm so grateful for my family. I'm grateful that we kind of nobody mentioned the news as we got together. We talked about music and family and memories, and it was so lovely. I'm so blessed to have my family. So blessed that they're in San Diego, and I've been able to stay here and see them so frequently and know that we all have so much love and respect for each other. So I'm feeling so grateful today for the health of my family, for the relationships, some of them hard-earned. Good morning to Luna Melt. And I too am grateful for this space to focus on love and positivity. Which isn't to say we need to put our heads in the sand, but it also isn't to say that when there is tragedy, we have to force ourselves to be sad at all times. It's something that I really had to learn and struggle with when we did doing gratitude circles 2 years ago, and the Black Lives Matters marches were happening, and there was so much just horror stuff happening, and there were people that were really frustrated with me of like, how dare you be publicly celebrating and having dance parties and focusing on gratitude when there's so many people suffering. And I can't say that I don't understand that idea, but it's just not one that I resonate with. I don't know how you can fight without sometimes celebrating. And, that could be my privilege talking. But I do feel like knowing myself that I can become easily overwhelmed. And in that place of overwhelm, I become inactive and I become ineffective. And I feel like I do try to do things that make the world a better place, to add love in the world. And for me to do that, it requires a whole bunch of gratitude and a whole bunch of energy and time and practice of gratitude. And it takes a lot of people and a community and a tribe and a family to lift each other up and to remind each other what it's worth fighting for, why life is this incredible gift, why we're not victim to darkness, that we are also empowered to be and spread light. And that even no matter what state the world is in, we have that mission. We are love ambassadors, deputized with exactly what we have in this moment, no matter what's happening, to find the opportunities to open our hearts. Good morning, Zoe. Grateful to be with you in this morning. I love you. Sherry's also grateful for family and your crazy fun household in San Francisco and kickboxing and sunshine. Love it. Thank you, Mingle. But if you notice, I haven't actually addressed the topic. I haven't addressed the news. I haven't talked about what's happened. I haven't talked about what's wrong with the world or what's unfair. I haven't talked about who I'm angry with. I've just acknowledged that darkness is part of this world, and we've had a healthy dose of it. And that being true, can we also find joy and be grateful and live in love? There's this chapter in The Untethered Soul about unconditional happiness. Yes, there is darkness. Yes, there is cruelty. Yes, there is injustice. Yes, there is pain. Yes, there is grief. Yes, there is loss. Yes, there is horror. And that being said, can I be happy? Can I find gratitude? And if you can do that, you have the master equation. You've got the Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, the magic path, which is what I think all of us are inspired by and working towards, to live in the world and live in joy. And so with that, I ask you, will you join me, if they're live or recording, will you join me in this hug? Wherever you are, give yourself a squeeze. And as you squeeze this body, imagine you are holding all those that are here, all those that have ever been here in this gathering, all those that are important to you in the world, all those that are dear to you, and all those that you are missing. Feel them holding you. Know that you're holding them. Feel yourself dissolve into a oneness, a humanness, knowing that we're all so much more alike than we are different. And in this moment, let's sink beneath our frustration, our rage, our anger. Let's sink beneath our feelings of separation, our differences, our politics. Let's sink beneath the thoughts and just become in tune with that human love and flow that goes through us and is through all of us, that keeps us seeking out warmth, seeking out purpose, seeking out safety, knowing that all of us are sharing that human experience. And so in this moment, let's feel the oneness of that shared human experience. Take a deep breath in, comforting one another, holding on to that incredible gift of being a part of this human family through all of it, through the joy, through the struggle, through the grief, through the pain, seeing perhaps even the beauty in that shared deep and broad and unique experience. Take a deep breath in and squeeze. And release. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and each one of you beautiful ambassadors of love, thank you for being here for this Love Morning and Hug Nation hug. I love you. Good morning, Pierre. And good morning, everyone. I'm so grateful to be with you. And I'm also grateful I'm going to get to see Dimitri today and his kids. Hopefully grateful to finish up my packing and get out of town. Enjoy some nature. Grateful to share that hug with all of you. I wasn't sure what would come through, what would feel appropriate today, but I feel like that felt pretty right. So thank you for allowing that space to be created among us, and that to come through. So I might sink into hanging out with my friend's kids today. I'm not sure if I'll be at Gratitude Circle at noon, but I encourage you, if you would like more connection, the Hug Nation Gratitude Circle will be going on at zoom.hugnation.com at noon and 6 and 3 in the morning. And I encourage you to find all the ways that you can be a love ambassador today, all the ways that you can acknowledge your fellow human, say thank you, and hold the door. Give a compliment. Maybe, like, you can tell in my voice that I am not bringing the silliness today. I'm not bringing the wee energy, because I think that is hard to hear. It could be an abrupt shift from where many people's energy is today. But we can still be loving and compassionate. We can still bring light while honoring the space that so many people are in right now. Maybe the space that you are in right now. So, thank you all. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everyone. If you're watching this recording, thank you. You can always leave a note so that we know that you are joined us later and are part of this collective energy. We are now ambassadors of this collective energy that we can distribute and share as we go through our days. So thank you. I love you. I'm going to be gone for the next few days. Not sure if I'll do a broadcast until I get back in town on Tuesday, but you may see me online. You may not. Otherwise, I'll see you on Tuesday after my birthday. See if I look more mature.